It's Big Bear again, and today I'm bringing you a new kind of tutorial for this freaking game that I've been working in the last few days, Norland. I'm very happy that I see my channel having more subscribers and more viewers, so if you like the content, please help me to build up the channel by subscribing. Anyway, so this game is very interesting. Not really into playing it, but the way that we working on that just give me way more experience and stuff, so I want to share this with everybody. Anyway, so I make a new function in here with stat editor. Now when you activate that function, it basically is just a title right there, and then I had two extra in here. So we're gonna start with the second one first, because the first one is we're going to talk about that later. Now activate this one. I usually it should work. Sometimes it's not working, you just restart the game and enable it again. If it's not working, then maybe I may make another video about how to update that script. Basically, to do that one, you just find one of the address over here, for example. Let's just do it now. Okay, first scan 9, I changed that one and we got an 8, and next scan. Now we have the address for that, we check it, let's change it to 20. Okay, 8 right there, the manner, and now we get 20, so we know that this is the right one. And then you do the same thing like the previous video when I was talking about. We find out what access to the address. Alright, let me bring it in so you can see over here. So watch over there. When I change this one, we're gonna have something going up over here. Okay. Let's see. Let's activate this version. This is actually the where it modifying the script. So try again. Find out what access to here. Changing this. And then we got into this area over here. I think the script I'm using coming from one of these two. You just show this assembler over here, and you do the same thing here. So our RDI is where it's getting written into. We copy that, and then we go over here, break and trace instruction. Let's bring this one in here. So we have RDI equals 0x the address. Check these, click OK, put the tracer so you can see. Now I change this one and see the tracer working here. Expand all. Okay, go all the way here and check for the address of our stat over here. So 27A D19 something, 27A D19133C0 right here. So we come over here and then look in that area right here, so you can see the stat pointer over here. It's very complicated script so far that I made in here. So we take a look in here and comparing again. Let me remember if it's the right one. See, we have this one right. I remember it very close. So right here, move ZX something, call move, call move all the way over here. So this is where the code get injected. RDX. So it's right here. So in case it's not working, then you just doing this, then tool, auto assemble, IOB injection, and you just copy this pattern over here, copy that and pass it into this one over here. Okay, and you go down again, copy this one and paste it into this part over here. Next you're gonna double check where it got injected. So right here we got jump new mem knob 2, that one work right there. I'm gonna put over here so it's easy for you to keep track. This is the original code. Okay, so we're comparing over here and over there. Move RDX, RBX, same thing here. Then move RSP plus 28, move RSP plus 28, and AL. We have AL here, good. Jump return. So everything's good. Alright. Everything else is just the script, the code that I added in to make this thing work, and you can see this one is not simple. Okay, this one is a at the head of a crazy code. And why do I have this one over here? I don't know. That one should not be there. For whatever reason. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay, so that's how you updating the stat pointer script. Let's see. So when I activate this one, the thing this one working, I'm going to show you when it's in game and how you get in the villager, but we're testing it. We can test this right on the menu over here. Let's move this thing away, and let me see, move this to the side. So we have character here, so you see that there's nothing updating here now. And usually once the script activates, when I change this one, this guy should be updated, but there's nothing happen here. So this script is complicated because I use a comparison method over here, and should put it here, comparison method. Alright, this is declaring pointers. Alright, so you should not need to touch this part over here because there's nothing over there. This one is where making this type this function work. Okay, what I do is like each of the stat have a unique ID, and that ID is controlled by this function over here. Unfortunately, I couldn't find like which put the ID into that function. I just found a function that's gonna list out the ID, so I guess that's good enough. But okay, keep in mind this error right here. Okay, line 95 to line 111. Alright, and the rest of the script you should not need to do anything about it. So now we go to the stat ID lookup. You just activate it. Alright, you can turn on the script to know where we're going. So you see this part right, this is the name of the injected area, or the name, kind of call the name of the function. It's not really true, but yeah. So you're gonna copy that. Alright, stat ID over here, access out, go to memory view, and right click anywhere, go to address or press Ctrl G. Okay, go to address, you paste that thing there. I just type in stat ID and press enter. It's gonna bring you to this area. This is the function where it assigns the ID to the stat. Alright, so now we can deactivate that. Alright, remember to deactivate it. Now back, it right under the return right here. So this is the kind of like the whole function right here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. You don't really have to care much about whatever. Just the first line right here after the return. Okay, not after this return. Just right here. Right click on that one. Find out what addresses this instruction accesses. All right, we put it in here, and it turn on this window right here. I'm gonna keep it over here again so you can see. Now this one, as we move around, you're gonna see it gonna adding some crazy thing, but like that. Okay, but we can basically from this we can get the ID of the stat. So for example, I'm gonna let's say reducing this one, and we see these two right here. Now I don't know which one is which one yet, but let me show you how I find out. Okay, so we know that this one, when we click manner, we have these two open and these two, so we don't care about the one up here. Alright, now I click on tray, and you see that this one moving, we adding one new one over here. So I know, let me put another notepad over here. This is what I usually do when I'm working on this. Alright, so I know that 125908 is 3. Okay, because when I click on this one, you want to see this number move, right? So this one is providing the ID for the tray. This one is moving too, but it's also moved when you move the manner. Okay, so back to the manner again, and you see, right? So this one is kind of like a universal thing. I don't know what it control over there, but now because of thanks to the second one, the tray skill that I put in there, now I get the idea. 125907 equal manner. Alright, you can start seeing some power in here, but let's just do it the traditional way or the slow way. Now, next one is persuasion. Okay, adding here we see one more thing. We adding in there 12590 and persuasion. That's it. Intelligence is the only thing that not getting into the power. I don't know why they made it like that, but let's see. Now we have 118 314 equal intelligence. All right, and the rest we can have, let's see, management, teaching, combat, and command. All right, and the rest gonna go follow the pattern 991 125 911 125 912 125 913. How do I know this? Okay, again, as you can see, that the pattern from manner, trait, and persuasion. So with the exception of intelligence, the rest gonna just increase by one like that. And for example, so now we have intelligence. Now let's try the management. Okay, when I click over here, management, see that 12590 10 910. Okay, so 125 910 management, and we just keep going for that. All right, so now we got a list of ID over here. We can keep it in this one integer. Okay, so this one the number we see normally, but to make it easier for the comparison, we have to turn it into hex. And let's go back to the file over here. So you see right here, all these numbers are in hex. Okay, we just need to converting this into hex. So for example, right here, calculator. Right, I'm gonna put in here 125907, and you see that 1EBD3. Okay, so that is for the manner, right? 1EBD3, and you come in here, you see manner check right here, you change that one to 1EBD3, just like that. Okay, so that how I find those ID. And this is one is what I make. So this is the old one, and this is the new one that just get in there. I just made some table like this. All right, so because I know that this is gonna just keep increasing by one, so this is gonna D4, this one is D5, Intel is different one, so we keep it there. Now this one we have D6, D7, D8, and D9. All right. So compared to the old one and the new one, I know that the new value is 6 digits bigger than the last one. So I'm gonna plus this one by 6, so 1 CE 24 plus 6, that equal to 2A, I believe. Right, just show up my mathematics skill. But let's check it, right? So 118314, right, at the intelligent right there. Done it. 118314, and we got 1 CE 2A. There we go. So that is how we update the whole ID over here. Sorry, there's just no easier way with my current knowledge and skill. All right, we turn this off, and after we did I save it? Let's check it again. Yeah, I did. All right, so now we disable the script and reactivate it again. Alright, so character creation, basically this whole thing just use the same method, but I separated so make it easier for you when you get in the game which one to choose, because there's something weird coming up and I will show it to you. Anyway, I turn this off. Okay, we don't need those things anymore. You see right here I have everything in I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, so you see everything. Let's move it over here. Alright, you see everything in the question mark right now. So I'm just changing this one and see it updating. So we have manner, we have trait, we have persuasion, intelligence, management, teaching, combat, and command. Right, let's put this guy in here. Alright, so now we got the script fixed. Let's turn it off. Okay, eventually you can do this. So this just make your character creation easier. There we go. Alright, we go in here, we're changing one. So you have to change it to at least like access into it by some meaning. But anyway, you just change this one and it got updated. And we change to everything. Same thing here, change it and update everything. And therefore we have everything in here. Alright, easy one. Okay, so that's how we update in that script. Now we get into the game because this one a little bit complicated. That's why I made this separate video to show how this works. Also helping me like create more video, more content, more view, and hopefully like making more interesting content. But let's wait a little bit. Alright, the game is loading now, and as you can see we have the script activated here. So when you're in the game, don't use this one, okay? It using the same pointer and everything, but I just kind of like separate to make it easier to keep in track. So let's go to the lore. Lore including your lord, the king, and their children. Alright, so as you can see here, as I hover over this guy, that you see the pointer is changing. Everything is updated to whatever it meant to be besides manner and persuasion, and I don't know why. Really don't know why. But when you take a look at here, manner and persuasion has 6 point something. That is the current experience value. So for example, right here I click on right, come over here and let's go again. So this one right here is almost level up, right? And that's why we had experience point right there. But when you move your mouse over, you wanna see that it changed to the actual level. So let's say persuasion right now is 6.125 something, right? You hover, it turns to 7. Okay, trade 2.25, and see that. So you're just moving that and it updates to the current level. Now what happened if you know, like you don't want to hover over all of those things, right? You can let your law learn, and you can just put kind of like a big value over here. So for example, right now we have level 7, right, with 6.125. Let's do something easier to see. So the combat right here is 2.2, right? So I'm gonna change this value into something like 120. Hopefully not crashing. Let's just 80. Too big, it might crash the game and we might not be able to see it, everything. So combat and command. So I'm gonna get to this child over here, and you can see that it's still the same, but you can see the level, it changed. The level is really big right now. So I'm gonna let them study warfare here. See, we increase those two. We go to my king over here and turn it on working. Where's my king? Right here. So they're teaching right here, right? Remember we had 2 and 2, okay? So after she learned, come on, it takes forever. After she learned everything, learn. Keep going, ladies. Alright, see that it increased to 12. So instead of just like gaining a few level, it's gaining a huge level because of the amount of experience that you have. Okay, so this one somehow it's accessing both the level and experience. Okay, but again, if you just wanna increase the level, you can just move all over like that. 10 is to over 20, and there we go. Easy one. Okay. Now next we have the villager. So far the villager only have one stat as combat. Okay, so yeah, that one easy. You just click on, you have to click on each individual villager, and let's say, and we change it to 20 for example. Where did I see? So this one right here. Now we have 20. One more thing you can do is just freeze that value. For example, I'm gonna have my let's see, okay, here's my soldier right here, right, that is sleeping in here. I click over there, pick 1 and 2 and 3, 4, let's get in here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's just 9 because so everybody is level 22 right now. Besides this girl right here, only 2 because I didn't click on her yet. So click on that, and now we have the combat level at 20, and then you can unfreeze it. So that's it for this function I added in here. Again, it's quite complicated, and so far I do not know how to make it simple. Okay, but thanks for watching, and hopefully you like the content. I will see you in another video.